Hello, Internet family. I'm gonna tell you about a quick situation going on in my life. I received a love letter from the IRS dated February 14th, and this letter essentially says that I'm being audited. It reads, "Dear taxpayer, we received your income tax return and we are verifying its accuracy. We have selected your return to verify one or more of the following you may have reported: income, income tax withholding, tax credits, and business income." It says it'll contact me if they have any questions. And the other thing that it says is that it could take up to 60 days to complete this review. So just to give you a little bit of background on my personal tax situation, I filed my return about 2.5 weeks ago, and while most people, as it states on the IRS website, it takes maybe 21 days if it's really simple and there's no questions, because I claimed the earned income credit and the child tax credit, because I do have a child that lives with me full-time and has for several years and has been claimed for several years, I expect to have the 4-week window. So I never get my taxes quickly, and I expect that every year. Now, what I don't expect from our government is to receive a letter that 2.5 weeks in that says that they're going to make me wait an additional 60 days. And my taxes are very simple. I've had the same job for the last 5 years, and in the summer I changed jobs to another company. So I had 2 incomes last year. I don't have any kind of investments. I take the standard deduction. I don't have any kind of business income as they claim. So I think it's kind of unfortunate that someone that could be really depending on this, someone that has a child or is getting the earned income credit, already has to wait the 4-week verification period, which is no big deal. That's to verify who's on your return. That's great. But to have to wait for an audit like this, and then once you go online, you look around a little bit at what the news agencies are reporting last year. In about October of 2019, they state that last year there were 380,000 audits of taxpayers who claimed the earned income tax credit, accounting for 39% of the total audits that the IRS conducts. So I think what's surprising to me is that my taxes are very clean. I take all the standard deductions. You know, I use a software that prepares the tax return for me, and then I file it electronically. So it's asking me all the questions. It's one of the big name tax softwares, so they know what they're doing. And while I have, thank goodness, a little bit of savings, and I wasn't counting on it like some people are, many people, you know, when they get their tax return, especially lower income earners, they're waiting to buy a vehicle, or they're waiting to maybe buy a house, or they're trying to pay their rent with this money. And thank the Lord, I'm not waiting. You know, He's been so good to me, and I've got a little bit of savings. But that's not the reality for a lot of Americans, and we know that. So for the IRS to be targeting people with the earned income credit past the 4-week verification period that's mandated, I think they're taking it a little bit too far. And honestly, even if I did make a mistake on my taxes, are they going to make, what, $10 back? Or maybe they're going to make me an extra $10 back, you know, or whatever. It's going to be such a minuscule amount for the staff time and staff hours spent at the IRS, even to do a simple run through of my return. And imagine the 39%, the 380,000 audits that are probably very similar to mine, which are just good Americans going in and just entering, numbers, using standard deductions, not trying to be fraudulent with the IRS. So I just wanted to express my opinion, and if anybody else is going through the same thing, please, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're going through and your situation. And I can imagine there's a lot of people that are in a much worse situation who are really counting on this money. So is it really worth it? Are you really going to make money off of us, IRS? You've already done your verification. So why is there an additional 60-day period promised now? So thanks so much, everybody. God bless you. And just know that Jesus loves you, and He's been there for me through this whole thing. I lost my job in December, and like I said, I've got a little bit of savings, but a lot of people aren't in that same situation. And I know that I'm never alone. So if you don't know Jesus, I encourage you to develop a relationship with Him. Thanks so much. Take care. God bless.